You haven't been in situations. You've been in situations where you've been friends with the person and then you ended up falling in love with them. Well, okay, I know, but like, I mean,
I'm looking at you like, nigga, are you being for real?
Yeah, but okay, so you wouldn't. Okay, so
please
make me say.
Who's that?
You need to mind your business.
You is my business, nigga. Stop playing.
That's a group chat. All right. Okay.
I need to sit up. I feel like this is just an awkward like position.
We should.
Our conversations be
Our
like
conversations
hours.
be so fine. Yeah. The not for real. The 2 topics that I did on your Basil archive was like top
fire.
10.
But we talk like that all the time.
Yeah, we do.
And niggas be like, how y'all be up at 7 o'clock in the morning looking at the moon and like talking about what the fuck y'all be talking about? Like y'all the only niggas that be on the phone for hours just talking.
We do. I remember that time we had that conversation in the blood moon.
The blood moon.
The lunar eclipse. Yeah, that night was.
We were talking till like 7 a.m.
We were.
But it was like clear conscious, just straight like vibing.
You was really speaking life into me and I appreciate it.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think you took my advice. It's okay.
Fantastic.
Hi, the Flow Network.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, you want to tell the people what we're going to be here talking about today or tonight?
They don't even know me. Trey.
This is Ari.
The fabulous Ari.
This is Ari's first time on the channel.
Finally. Trey.
You haven't asked to be on the channel. You haven't presented me any topics.
But we talk all the time, though.
We do talk all the time.
Trey be trying to hide me for real. I don't know.
You know that's not true.
I know, but it's okay. I would like to think I'm pretty mysterious.
Okay. Yeah, you do have a mystique to you.
Until you crack me and I'm like,
yeah. This is Ari.
Hi.
Beautiful Aquarius.
Yes. With the Pisces moon.
Yes.
Yes. That's how me and Trey get along so well.
Yes, because I'm a Pisces sun and Aquarius moon.
Mm-hmm.
And it works.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here talking about the difference between
chemistry and compatibility.
Chemistry and compatibility.
With the start of the new year, a lot of people are like reevaluating their relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like this is something that people need to really take heed to, because sometimes you have chemistry with somebody, but you're not fully compatible in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So like right now, when you're doing like inventory in your life, it's good to like just have the information.
I like that, when you're doing inventory in your life.
Yeah.
I like that.
Keeping up to date with everything. You just want to make sure that you have people that are always aligned with you in your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So it's good to know the difference.
I feel like a huge difference between chemistry and compatibility is it's like chemistry kind of comes off as if it's just like a means of excitement. It's like, oh, you're just excited to like meet someone new, and they might be attractive, they might be cute, they might be your type, they might like check off all the boxes as far as like physical appearance goes, or they might like have like a certain amount of income that's like appealing to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes people go on a date and there's like this like sexual chemistry there, and you just be like, oh, we have a lot of chemistry,
sparks
like sparks are flying, like I really think this person's the one. But it's like it's chemistry, it's like it's fickle. It doesn't have much foundation, which I understand. Like when you're dating, you're trying to build foundation, and you do have to start out with some type of chemistry. Like that's completely understandable. I'm not knocking chemistry from that point, but it gets to a point where like people continue to go and experience that relationship, and it's just only chemistry. There's nothing compatible that starts to surface or starts to build from in the foundation of the relationship. Is just strictly chemistry, which is probably just like lust, or again, just the idea you had already in your head before you went on that date with the person. And you're like, okay, I hope that they check these boxes. And they check the boxes, but then you're like, where's the emotional?
Like having expectations.
Yeah, the expectation.
Towards a person. Because you're like, oh, okay, I want this person to possibly be a significant other. Instead of like allowing them to just show up as they are and allowing yourself to show up as you are and seeing where they like fit.
See where they fit. Yeah,
Instead of being like, I want this person to be this. For me. Yeah, I mean, it'd be hard sometimes though to like just be in that mindset, just to enter it as like with no expectations and to just be free.
Why do you feel like it's so hard?
Because sometimes like we have voids that we're not really aware of that we want to be filled. Like sometimes we like feel lonely, sometimes we want validation, sometimes we feel like we need another person to complete us, and sometimes we're not moving from a sense of wholeness.
That's true.
It's like
all of that's true. All of the above.
Sometimes we're looking for like a person to complete us instead of looking for a person that already is completed and then moving together. When
you already have that idea in your mind, you kind of project that expectation onto the person. Like you said, you don't really give them the opportunity to fit where they need to in your life, rather than the idea that you already have ready for them to like play, like the role that you want them to play already. So that's why it's always kind of been scary for me to see someone attractive and then be like, ooh, I like want to go on a date with them, because I really just want to know them, get to know them as a human being. Really, that's really it. I don't want to like project like partnership or romantic.
And that's where I aspire to be, because I feel like even now I'm still struggling with releasing expectations and perceptions onto people. Like I've definitely had relationships where I'm like, okay, like I want to go on a date with you, like whoop whoop, like we about to
like you look good, like like I'm trying to see
like I want you to be my partner right motherfucking now. But it's like that's not realistic, because you miss all the fucking red flags. It's not even the red flags, just miss how y'all are not aligned. Because you're blinded by what you want them to be. And I feel like now I'm learning that it's okay to like take a breath and like just do both things. Like you can have intention, but not to like grasp onto it so tight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
you gotta leave it open for fluidity and for how like for change if necessary.
Because it can cause a lot of anxiety and scarcity within yourself and within the relationship.
And disappointment.
Yeah.
Because you're like, damn, you're not what I thought you.
You're not loyal.
Yeah. You're not loyal to the idea I had of you. Really, that's what it is. You're not committing to the expectation I had of you in my head. That's the problem. And like I said, it's okay to have chemistry. I think you need to have chemistry, but it has to be within the compatibility. Because compatibility is just like, it's sharing similar belief systems. And it's like being present with one another, It's like seeing each other for who we truly are. It's just like seeing the person that you're in a connection with for who they are authentically. And then it's like, okay, like we're compatible because I accept who you are and I'm willing to go along this journey with you.
Nowadays, it's like if you don't really care about the person because it's chemistry, it's very lustful, it's very quick, it's very fast. You just like, okay, well, fuck this. Like, I don't care that much. You're not going to really want to stick it out for real.
Because there was no real compatibility in the first place.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why do we fall for it or settle for it? I think because now the way we date is like very instant gratification. We expect instant gratification with everything, even our relationships.
We live in such a fast-paced world. I think people don't.
Which is so detrimental.
People want that in relationships
because it's
as well.
like we don't develop in a day, so why do we expect everything else to develop in a second? Takes time.
This is facts.
Yeah, and people are not gonna open up and show their cards to you instantly, and if they do, you should question it, because why are you doing that?
Right. Yeah, that's funny though. That's funny you say that, because that's true too. It's like a discernment you have to use. It's like of course you
can be open, but why are you too open? Why are you showing all your cards right now? Like, I didn't do anything to
deserve that. Yeah, you have to build a space for like trust and emotional vulnerability. You know, I'm not saying like have any guards up, but you can't just be willing to like give to whoever or as ready as whenever.
I feel like it's a happy medium, because I also made the mistake of like being too closed off in relationships before and being too calculated to the point where it was like detrimental to my relationship.
Yeah.
Like,
how'd you learn from that? Because of it, you realized that was detrimental, and then you just stopped.
I didn't really stop. I was just like, you know what? This is a disservice to me, because people have a false narrative of who I am. And like I told you, I'm working on like my inner reflecting my outer.
Okay.
So I just really want.
Me too. I am as well.
Yeah, I just really want my perception of myself to be the same from other people. Like how I see myself, I want you to see me the same way.
Yeah, in your intimate relationships.
Yeah.
Got you. I feel that.
And that can't happen if I'm closed off.
I wonder, like, I try to figure out where I learned to not, to like move from compatibility first instead of just like chemistry, or just moving from a secure state of love in my connections rather than lust. I don't know how I made that change, because I wanna be able to like express it and say
I'm like,
it.
Trey, how did you get to this place? Like, how did you like?
Yeah.
Because you're really good at working through your relationships, even if they're not romantic, just like platonic relationships. How you're able to like just hold space for people to be themselves, but it's like, how did you get to that point? Because we're humans, we tend to judge.
Yeah, we do. So. We do.
Okay, so real quick, I think what follows is me not even necessarily answering this question. I think I was more so going into why I don't lead with romantic projections being placed onto someone, or even accepting that, vice versa. But I actually want to make a whole video on this topic alone, because I can go deep into this, and I will. Proceeds video.
I don't know. I think I have like zero tolerance, or like a very small tolerance for like illusions. I think, you know what it was? I think I started to like realize that in my relationships, maybe like one or two relationships that I've been involved in with like other girls on an intimate level, it's like I realized at the end of the connection, like I wasn't being seen for who I truly was. It was like, you know what? You actually just wanted me to play a certain role that you already had ingrained in your head since like Disney movies and so like childhood.
Do you even fucking like me?
Yeah.
You like the idea of
me? Right. Can another nigga just like take the place of this situation? Because I feel like it could. Like I just felt that way. I was like, I thought it was me. I really thought it was like my own unique vibration. I thought it was the fact that I'm like very aware and I move with intention, you know, but it just turned out to be like not. And the reason why it turned out to be that way is because like our frequencies were different, and our belief systems were different. We just had different practices. We were just on two different paths. But I was thinking maybe me moving with intention and me still having like an awareness to who I am and me being on this spiritual journey could be something that was leading by example in those relationships, even if those people weren't on the same path and it just did not work out. And I was like, well, okay, I don't think I was genuinely liked for who I am. I think I was just like a nigga who could play the role. And I was like, I don't ever want that shit to happen ever again. I'd rather just be friends if that's the case. That was my thought process. I was like, why did I even enter these situations if we could have just like remained friends and I could have actually just been seen for who I was without the expectations of being the traditional boyfriend or whatever. It just didn't work for me. I was just like, you don't really see me for who I am. And if I'm being seen for who I am, it's a completely different situation. It works out based off of like a mutual frequency.
Yeah, so how did you like, if you had a perception of a relationship, how do you like readjust your mind to be like, okay, like to let go and to adjust? Ooh. It's just like one long ass straight hair.
You want to pull it?
I'm scared.
Do it. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt.
I'm gonna hurt you.
And not if you do it quick.
It's just like right there. Why
Either.
is this one just, it looks like it's like relaxed.
You gotta pull it.
I can't. Ugh.
Thanks.
Did it hurt?
No, not in the slightest.
It's like,
the changes of
sorry.
No, it's okay. The changes within the relationship is just like, it's a necessity. It's just like accepting change. It's just like, okay, this doesn't work anymore. I want to create space for something that will work, and I accept that and I move forward. It's just like, okay, I already have myself. So if this relationship I'm in needs changes, or it needs less, it needs to not be an intimate thing anymore, or it needs to not be sexual anymore, or it needs to not be romantically projected anymore, let's do that. Let's go back to friendship. Like, friendship is key.
Okay,
All of my relationships start in friendships anyway, so.
Yeah, true, but like, how do you do that if you're like in love with them and then you're like, okay, we need to be like friends for real? Because wait, actually, I answered my own question.
Go ahead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's that?
Open the door.
Hi.
Fucking out. Damn, my bad.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the weed. Trying to roll some.
Oh, it's okay.
I think it's right there.
We're just making a video.
I'm just trying to get
Yeah,
the
you
weed.
tell me, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the weed right there.
What's up, y'all see me?
You gotta put your face in there if you're gonna,
What's up? I don't know if I'm making an appearance, but yeah,
That's
we're here though.
Cameo.
We're here cooking up. All right. Cool. I like the background. All right.
I love it. Yeah, it works. It works.
Fuck with that.
Simple. I think it said, I'm here to roll the weed. We're manifesting money magic. That'd be beautiful. Yeah, we didn't bring no candles up.
That'll be a nice way to start.
Oh, facts. Not for real. That would be fine.
Watch us magic video.
Niggas would be tuned in. They be like, ooh,
Ooh.
let me get my pen
Got
and
money.
pad. Not for real. And y'all finna do it
Tap
3 cents.
in.
Like, what? Like,
Fire.
tantric sex to manifest money. Amazing. That's fine.
So many ideas.
Yeah.
Do I want my pussy on live for $1,000? Nah, I don't, but shit.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
I contemplate sometimes.
Trinity was like, that needs to go. She was like, that needs to
Stop.
go. Okay. Damn, I forgot what you were talking about. You was like, you asked your own question. Oh yeah, if you're in love with them, you're in love with them. Okay, this is my
But
thing.
if you're truly in love, you'll accept it. You'll be okay with the adjustment. You will be okay with it.
Okay. See, most people can't accept that though. Most people don't believe that. Most people are like, that's not true. You can't truly be in love with someone and go back to being friends. You think you can do that?
Hell nah.
Oh, all right then. All right then.
Cause my ass be like, I don't want them to be
Yeah,
with
exactly.
anyone.
That's what I'm saying.
But at the same time,
what if-
I love them enough to have freedom to have
For them to have freedom?
Yeah.
Okay, what if you feel like y'all were friends? What if y'all were friends for like 6 months, 6 to 8 months? You know, some shit like that, like long term.
You acting like this is not a situation I haven't been in like hella situations.
You haven't been in situations. You've been in situations where you've been friends with the person and then you ended up falling in love with them. Well, okay, I know, but like, I mean,
I'm looking at you like, nigga, are you being
but,
for real?
yeah, but okay, so you wouldn't. Okay, so
Please. Like, yes, I love
So
my
you-
friends. I be falling in love with my
so
friends.
you
yes.
so that you wouldn't have a problem reverting back to friendship.
I do have a problem with it. I didn't say I did. I said, how do you
Okay,
do that?
how do you do it? Oh yeah, you did.
But
so you would have a problem. You couldn't do that. You telling me you couldn't go back
it's gonna be
to that
hard
space
as
that y'all were.
fuck. It's gonna be hard as fuck.
I wish I knew why.
I'm gonna have to like detach. What I got? Okay, thank you.
I got it.
I'm gonna have to like detach for months.
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
Like I can't see you for months. We can't.
I wonder why.
We can't cuddle.
I just wonder why shit changes like
I
that
don't
when
even want you to breathe on me.
when things get intimate. It's just like you can't go back to
I don't
normal
want
feelings.
you to breathe on me.
Yeah.
Don't breathe on me.
But but this is my thing. Okay,
Because I can't do it.
okay, this is my thing.
It's shambles.
What if whatever happens in the connection, you really see it for what it is, and it calls for no other option but
I
to
know,
go back?
but I'm
Because sometimes that
I'm
happens.
not
Why do you
gonna
have
be-
resistance to that?
Exactly. I'm not gonna be okay. Like I'm not gonna be like Kumbaya, Chipper and Dale
Really?
about it. But I'm gonna understand. I'm
Okay.
gonna understand. It's not gonna be no beef because I
Okay.
did it before.
Okay. See, I don't know. For me, I'm like, well, that's all I need to know. If I see it and I see that that it's not working on that level, and it's like clear as day, I'm like, well, cool. I'm content
But
with that.
sometimes
I
I
can
be
accept
like,
it.
but I want you now, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to.
I feel that.
But
I think it's
that's
just
what
I think it's just
causes
it's a little
situationships.
bit of resistance you have
I
to
have a lot of resistance
little resistance to the reality of the situation.
of change.
Yeah.
And I think it depends on who it is and what our relationship looks like. Because some people I'm like, okay, cool, bet. That was great. Like, and we can genuinely be friends. And people like, how can you detach so easily?
Mhm.
I was in love.
I was about to say, were you in love?
No. But also I think I know I'm learning that it's okay to take your time.
Okay.
So you can truly like know. It's okay to like move slowly. Move very slowly. And just allow them to be who they are. And allow me to be who I am.
Mm-hmm. That's key.
But also pour into yourself as you're doing it. Because if you don't, then you'll feel like you're losing yourself and that person, and that's like the worst fucking heartbreak ever.
Literally, yes. Yeah, you don't want to lose yourself and lose the person.
Yeah, no.
I'm okay.
I did that,
you can
I was in shambles.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
Tracy.
I know. It's
But
one thing
yeah.
to like lose the person, but to lose yourself in the process is like not cool.
You looking at yourself like, who the fuck is this? Like, why?
Right.
Yeah.
But see, I be operating from like my secure attachment style, so it's like I'll be like, well, shit, as long as I got myself, I can
And
lose the
you're
person.
the-
It makes it a little bit easier.
And you know what's crazy? I seen today, it was like people that have secure attachment styles, they like date totally different. Like they're in a totally different ball game. Like they're like, okay, cool. Like if you don't want to be open with me, I'm moving on. Bye, bitch.
Yeah, that's true. That's so accurate.
They ain't go play no games. They
That's
just like, you want to be with me, I want to be with you. Okay, like why are you being weird?
That's true.
I feel like I'm teeter-tottering between the two.
That's accurate.
Like I'm learning. Like I'm like, okay, I want to be open, but sometimes I do be playing games.
You do.
I do. I'm not gonna lie.
You do.
So it's just like I want to be secure. I'm gonna be by the end of next year. I'm gonna be secure in my secure attachment, and nothing's gonna be able to shake me. Perfect.
Boom, bam.
Pow.
All right, I have to ask a question because you mentioned being in love, and like you're like, yeah, if you're in love, if you're in, so it sounds like you know what it feels like. Can you explain to people what being in love feels like?
No. I can't. Because people try to make it, not to be like rude or nothing, but I just can't. Like people try to make it like put love in a box, and it's not in a box. It's not.
Okay.
It's not a noun. It's a verb. People think love is a noun, and it's not. It's a verb. It's not
It's
something.
an action.
Yeah, it's not something that you can obtain. Noun is people something that's tangible.
Okay.
It's not really tangible. It's just like action. It's a constant thing of choice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you still can't explain what being in love feels like?
No. I can't.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
Okay, what about feeling safe? What about emotional compatibility or like, you know, emotional
You didn't say
safety,
that. You said
emotional
explain
trust.
what love is.
No. I said, what does being in love feel like?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I didn't
sorry.
say. I didn't say explain love.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. That's if you can explain it though. If you stand by no, then no is the answer. Because some people can't. Some people, I've asked people and they say I can't explain it.
It's freedom. It's true freedom. I feel like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's freedom. Love feels like freedom. I feel like a lot of people think that when you get in relationships, it's like so constricting. Like they can't do anything. They feel confined and just trapped. That's the same thing, but trapped. And it's just like, no. I feel like when I'm in love right now, currently, I feel free. I feel sensual. I feel, like you said, safe.
Do you feel supported?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel very supported. I feel seen more than ever.
Yes, love to feel seen.
Yeah, because in some instances, like, I definitely grew up not feeling as seen and heard and, like, just accepted to be myself.
Okay.
And so...
And you know the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just by, like, the simple things that makes my heart very warm. But, yeah, it's very much freedom. Like, I'm free to love whoever I love. I am free to do what I please as long as I communicate.
Yeah.
And be honest with myself and with others.
Yeah.
And it's fun here. I enjoy it.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm having a fucking ball sometimes, but
Absolutely.
most of the time I'm having a ball. It's not easy though, because you're constantly like looking at yourself in the mirror, like
all the time.
The people you love is essentially a reflection of you.
It is a reflection of you. Like it points you right back to your fucking self.
Y'all would definitely be telling me like, you did that. Like,
No, for
it's
real.
something that you got to do with. And I'm like, me? The fuck? What did I do? And they like, bitch, I'm doing this because it's a reflection of you. Like, it didn't have shit to do with me. And I'm like, what do my feelings don't have shit to do with you for? Like,
I mean, I feel like they do, but I feel like usually, okay, so if like, say if I come to you with like a problem or like an issue, I'm always like self-conscious about how much of it is also just like my own personal problem that I can't even fully, it's like I almost gaslight myself in a way. It's like where I'm like, well, I am the one who feels some type of way about this. Like that kind of is my problem. I don't have to feel some type of way. But granted, I have the right, kind of. Just depends.
You have the right to feel how you feel, to feel your emotions. You have the right to speak up about how you feel.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
thank you.
No more gaslighting yourself.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. No more, please.
Oh.
Okay. So, in your own personal connection, do you feel like we're operating off of chemistry or compatibility? Or on an established compatibility?
In the beginning of the connection, it was some chemistry, you know, that Pisces moon and Aquarius moon and Pisces sun and Aquarius sun.
Whatever was being said in this moment right here was inaccurate, not true. She was spewing out false information about our connection, and she knows she was. So with all that being said, we'll be fast forwarding from this part.
Okay.
You told me you were in love with me very, very soon, very quick. But I felt like you
Who
were
said
saying
that?
You said that.
I
swear to
said
God.
in love.
I swear to God, you said that.
No, fuck, I didn't.
I put that on my heart and soul.
I said I love you.
You were saying something about like how we first met, or something like that. And then you was like, and then you eventually ended up ending the conversation with like, and then I fell in love with him. I swear you said that. You was like, then I fell in love with you or something. I was like, I'm in love with you.
I
too.
don't know.
It was very friendly in the way you said it.
But it was like friendly in love.
You know,
it wasn't
which is how I took it.
love.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we built the foundation in love with you. It was
I do be saying I be loving people because I do, but like get over yourself. If people think that I'm really like in love, like get over yourself.
I knew exactly how to take
universal
it.
love.
I felt that.
And you know when I'm in love, I know.
Yeah.
But before it was just like, oh. But okay, you can't answer your question. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're okay. Yeah, so in the beginning, we were operating like off of chemistry. We had a chemistry, and there was like a mutual interest already. You know, just like on a friend level. I remember you invited me to your Friendsgiving, and you know, I just saw you as a friend, not in it was just like innocent, like, oh, Ari, nice to meet her. She's cool. And what I liked about you is just you were very intentional, and then I felt like we started to have conversations that led to compatibility, that led to like safe spaces. We were creating safe spaces for us to be like vulnerable with each other, put our heart on the sleeve, just kind of like you tell me about your you know.
But it was very like slow, and it didn't have any fucking expectations, like not a drop of
expectations. It was just like you getting to know me, I'm getting to know you. We're being very transparent with each other. Yeah. So like, and then I had Cameron look at our chart, see how they like coexist, and she was just like, oh, this is she was like, this really works. Like y'all's chart is like very compatible. Like it really works.
That's interesting.
It's very in sync, especially at that time because the charts do move. In different rounds. Yeah, but at that time and at the beginning, like she was just like, y'all are really compatible. Like y'all's planets correlate really well.
Yeah, Trei said the same thing too.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
We have chemistry within our compatibility. I think we still have different belief systems in regards to like the future and
in the 3D.
Yeah, in the 3D, but you never know what
as far as our mental goes and emotional, we are very compatible.
Yeah, or like that.
Yeah, it's no like chemistry. Like it's very not lusty anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think we even have a moment of lust.
It wasn't that. It was just chemistry in the beginning. That's all it was.
Yeah.
You're just like sex on shrooms. So I was like, okay.
Still haven't did that yet, but anyway. So now it's just compatibility. Now it's just compatible. I don't think it's any chemistry.
You don't think it's chemistry? You have to have chemistry, don't you? You feel like, or maybe not.
Not
maybe
the
just
way
raw.
it was explained.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
I mean,
maybe not.
We're not codependent on each other.
We're not. But
it's not giving lusty.
No, it's not.
No.
We still have the attraction that kind of like.
Yeah,
be,
but
I guess,
I think that comes with compatibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're extremely compatible. Which I'm very grateful for. I'm very grateful for this connection. I wish all my connections were just compatible and not chemistry based. I feel like it would just be a breeze. Yeah.
You'll get there. I'll lead by example. I'll be the standard.
Yeah. But yeah, we're compatible now. But in the middle, it definitely changed. I can see the transition between the year, and I can see how it clearly changed from just chemistry, and then it was like chemistry and compatibility, and then just compatibility.
Okay. I love that. That's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. It sucks when relationships are just chemistry though. You feel kind of empty. You don't feel seen. You feel ignored.
You do. Yeah, you like, damn, you ain't ride or die. You ride it and jump out the car.
Yeah. But also, like, now that I have a compatible relationship, I feel like my other relationships are moving from chemistry to compatibility too.
That's good. You said now that you what?
Now that I have the example and I like am becoming more aware of myself and just how I move in relationships, they're starting to become more compatible.
Are you still comfortable with like moving slow in connections, taking your time?
I definitely had a conversation the other day, really last night, but about it, and I feel like I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna push, because like what we were talking about today, about like how this year has been a lot of grief, and for everybody, like it's been a lot of grief and just reflection and stuff. Like, I'm allowing myself to have space to grieve my old self and grieve like the way that I perceive my relationships too.
Yeah.
Grieved even how I wanted people to show up for me.
Yeah.
And putting myself in that position so I can allow like people to just have space.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it now, but I wasn't before.
I love that. Yeah, you just like, give it to me now. I need it now.
Yeah, like y'all fucking playing with me.
I feel that. Like, what's up?
Be direct.
Make it clear.
Clear as fuck.
We need to hear that accent. Let it out.
I snatched somebody up real quick. It went too real quick.
I like that.
I like that.
I've heard you say that so many times.
I like that.
I like that.
Nasty. Like,
I like that.
stop playing with me.
You can make up anything you like.
I really can.
You really.
Every time I talk to somebody, I'm gonna tell them I'm from somewhere else.
I mean, Atlanta is an international city. I think, it's gonna.
I don't want nobody to know I'm from there though.
Oh, okay. You want to make it like something different. You want to be
I claim it, but I think if it's giving creep star, I'm not gonna tell them where I'm from.
What the fuck is that? Creep star?
Like creeper.
Oh. Okay. I already be making up her own languages sometimes.
I do.
Sometimes I be about to correct you, and I be like,
no,
let me
because
not waste my breath, because she was very much aware of how to actually say it, but I just chose
not
the
to.
Ari Lang version of it.
Wow.
That's fine.
I choose to make actions that way too, which is kind of bad.
You choose to make actions that way?
Yeah, like sometimes I would know the right way to do it, and I just choose to do it the way that I want to.
Like the intuitive correct way to do it, or like the societal correct way to do it, and then do it
the societal way to do it. And I'm like, why though?
Okay.
Why can't I do it this way? I want to do it this way, so I do it. I'm just hard-headed.
I feel that. I'm that way too.
We're just talking at this point.
We are.
About random
We are.
So how would you like to sum this up? How would you like to tell the people how to really determine their relationships and create inventory between chemistry and compatibility?
I love the way you ask questions.
Yeah. How do you...
That's nice. That was attractive.
That? Thank you. Okay.
Hell no. The way I would advise people to move from a space of compatibility rather than chemistry, or just chemistry, or love instead of lust, is by, of course, taking your time. When you meet someone, it's best to not have a projection or already set expectation on what you need or want from them, or what kind of role you want them to play, or if they're romantic partners. Just because you need to get to know them first. It doesn't have to be a long time, just make sure that you're just transparently seeing the person for who they are, so that y'all are building compatibility. How do you feel present? Ask yourself, do you feel present with the person? Do you feel like you can be your natural, authentic self? Or do you have to be someone that they would be quote unquote attracted to, or like are you trying to fulfill an idea for them as well, and vice versa? So you have to be aware of that. Like, do you feel completely authentic and transparent in that connection, and are you creating space for them to feel authentic and transparent in the connection as well?
So
and that'll create compatibility.
I have a question. So if you start a relationship with chemistry, but you notice it, but you want to keep the person in your life, how do you make the adjustments to move towards compatibility then?
Make sure that sex is not the number one priority. Try to create moments where y'all exist and y'all aren't acting off of just purely sexual desire. How do you feel about the person if you take sex out of the equation? You have to ask yourself that can help. That's one way. Or just ask yourself, are you being fulfilled in other spaces outside of lust, and the connection? That's how emotionally safe do I feel with this person? It's like, yeah, we have chemistry, but do I feel emotionally safe? Do I feel vulnerable enough to just be me, to just be who I am?
I feel like with compatibility, it doesn't just come like that. It's like a constant action, and it's a constant effort of fighting for your connection.
Yeah.
And so if you're not trying constantly, then it's just not gonna work.
Yeah. I don't like the word fighting.
Okay. What other word? Because that kind of gives struggle love.
Constant just showing up.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Showing up.
Yeah.
Putting in effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part.
I wish I can roll my R.
I was about to try,
No.
I licked my lips and everything just to set myself up for failure.
But yeah, I think that was an amazing video.
All right, well, we're gonna end it there. Signing out with Ari.
I'll see you guys in another 3 months.
She's about to go to Cape Town, so
yeah,
she'll be in South Africa up until April, the end of March, but April.
Really April.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in.
This is gonna be, is this like a season finale or something?
Nah.
Y'all still got more videos to pop out.
Yeah, I guess there is no season finale.
A New Year finale.
Yeah, it could be. It might not come out that quick. I'll be taking my time. I'll be like, I got some other videos lined up. So,
okay.
maybe
well, when it comes out, just send me the link.
I got you.
Oh.
I'll send you all types of links.
Oh my God.